Hello and welcome to a quick look at the kickoff series of football games on the Amiga. It all started in 1989, where Kickoff was released by Anko software, a program as you can see in the top right corner by Dino Dini. Very interesting little icon. While Kickoff does not have a ton of options and settings, ultimately, when it comes to a football game, it is the football that is important. A surprise there. And I still vividly remember the computer gaming press back in the day going completely bonkers over this game. For me personally, while I do like football, I can take it or leave it. It's not. I mean, I like a good match like most other people, but outside of that, I'm not. Nah. But of course, being a gamer, I do like games, and I also do like football games. The Kickoff series was the first series of football games that actually tried to show what you could do with football on a computer. I know that today's football games look rather simple, but it had to start somewhere, and this is probably the kickoff for computer football as we know it. I will say up front that I'm not very good at these games because they take time to learn, and because I'm covering the full series, I did not want to take the time to get very good at these games. Ultimately, as I keep saying, I'm not trying to show off how good a gamer I am, I'm trying to show off the games themselves. So, in Kickoff, we're the blue team, or I am the blue team, I play the blue team, something like that. Fouls are available in the game. That one was me. That one wasn't. The computer is still controlling the players that you're not controlling, and sometimes it's doing an interesting job at it. Things like goal kicks and throw-ins are handled by the computer, and the computer will always control the goalkeeper. The way you pass in this game is that you hold down the fire button before you touch the ball. But because of aftertouch and all sorts of interesting things that makes for great gaming experiences, there's a lot of input buffering in this game. So any direction you hold in the joystick and any gentle presses of the fire button you do just before you actually touch the ball will be remembered and applied to the ball when you touch it. It takes some time to get used to, and I sent the ball flying all over the place because I did not get used to it. So if I look useless at this game, it's not far from the truth. Yellow card! You can get cards. Yes. So already there, it's much more advanced than the average football game before this. There's no set pieces, or well, there are corner kicks and throw-ins, but free kicks and that sort of things just done directly. And the computer score, what a surprise, besides half decent goal. And of course, one isn't enough. One is never enough. So I fumble the ball control and 2-0. And then in 1990, Anko Software released Kickoff 2, again by Dino Dini. And Kickoff 2 is probably the pinnacle of the series. It has a wealth of options which all apply different effects to the game and gaming experience. You had a lot more game modes in the game, and there was made a wealth of data disks to this, which I am not going to cover because it would take forever, so many of them. minor or major improvements to the game, and as you can see, the World Cup was available. I'm fairly sure it was the 1990 World Cup. And of course it will play like the World Cup in group stages. So but again, let us go into the game itself and just play a single game. You can see the pitch is plastic, which means that it's very, very bouncy. So the ball will be happily bouncing more than it would on a normal pitch. I am the yellow-black team, and again, because it's using a refined control scheme of kickoff control, I am again screwing up like an idiot. I was going to pass the ball there, and then I kicked it back to a corner kick. A brilliant. Hurry! The computer likes doing that. It's pass, 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 pass. Shot at goal. Quite often, as you can see. It's quite good at it. It can get a bit frustrating, but again, these games would take time to learn, and if you take the time to learn them, they can be rather rewarding. The rule of not passing back to the goalkeeper, and or should I rephrase that? The rule saying that you can't pass back to the goalkeeper and pick it up was not applied to this game. So, the second half. We control the turns ourselves, to the second point of course. And a foul. Hey! And a beautiful goal by the computer. Yet again. I have not claimed to be the best computer game player in the world. And this was a sign that I wasn't. I just want to show off the cop option as well. And now we can transition into kickoff 3. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And Kosoff and Dinodini had some sort of disagreement or fallout, whatever. And Anko decided to pass the production of kickoff 3 to someone else, and I deliberately showed that it asked for this too, because it did not support 2 drives, which is disgusting for a game from 93, 94. Ho-ha, 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 ho. While the presentation is quite decent, the music is quite enjoyable. In this screen, for one, I didn't notice that 2 teams had already been selected, so I was trying desperately to select Denmark, but Brazil and Argentina has a marker next to their names, so they are already selected, so you would have to unselect them in order to select other teams. Here are the options. Arcade mode and simulation mode. Arcade mode will do. We enable offsides and injuries, because why not? And the duration of the 2 times 5 minutes turned out to be more than plenty. I remember that the computer press was rather unanimously butchering this game, and I thought I'd give it a quick look to see if there was any justification in that butchering, and let me say right now, oh yes, this game stinks badly. And again, showing off that it asks for disc 1, because of course we cannot make sure that the match files are on the same discs as everything else, so that would be too easy. And we start the first half by the goalie saving the ball from nothing. Interesting. Kickoff. Every single time the ball is moving along, as you can see, the screen is chunking along like don't know what. The corner, that is not an artifact in the video, that is actually the computer showing you how it's going to angle the ball. Of course you never see the ball kicker, you just see the ball come flying in. And Argentina are virtually untouchable in this match. I cannot take the ball from them without them gaining possession in a split second. The offside rule saves me, hooray! It did that a lot in this, I wouldn't say match, because I could not bear the second half after playing through the first half. The idea behind this game is probably quite good. I mean, football, what can go wrong? Oh, you can see here what can go wrong even. I can't help but wonder about how many poor youngsters bought this game based on name alone. And I feel so sorry for those that did. Dear Lord, this is bad. Got tackled and the foul, the call of the foul is delayed as well. This game just absolutely stinks. I mean, it looks half decent, I will give them that, but especially when you just taking the time to get used to kickoff and kickoff twos, handing off the ball, and then suddenly the ball sticks to your feet again. Half time, and that was the end of this match. And Dino Dini, of course, was not done with his kickoff series, but of course, because I played over the name kickoff, we could not call it kickoff 3. So he called it goal instead. And goal is definitely my favorite in the series because it's actually a game I can half decently play again when I take the time to do so. Multiple languages, always nice. Presentation is slick, nothing super exciting, but it's very functional. Easy to read, easy to see. All the options you could want from a football game, I would argue. So, we're going into a single match and I'm going to give myself an advantage, I think, by lowering the computer one difficulty level. While the team names are like real world team names, I don't know whether the player names definitely wouldn't be accurate by now, but I don't know whether they were accurate back then. But let's have a match between Aberdeen and Rangers. It says press fire to start. That is not entirely true. You have to hold it for about a second to actually start the match. So we are the red team, again indicated by a black bar under one of the players, showing that I am in control of this player. And as you can see, this is kickoff 2, next step. Definitely an improvement. The passing feels very slick. You still have the input buffering, but it's, in my opinion, because I'm a new football gamer, much easier to deal with than it was in the 2 first kickoff games. And of course the computer scores. And guess what, it's going to score again. Because I can't control a joystick, it's very complicated. So, halftime result. Oh, I forgot first showing a corner kick. You can angle, you can alter the height and initial angle of the corner kick, but halftime. Behind by 2 goals. So let's see what we can do to save or honor. Oh, foul. Yes, yellow cards and red cards are definitely a possibility, and you can get your players injured and you have substitutes. So, there we go. 2-1. A replay system, I don't know. Did I ever say? Ah, getting old. But anyway, there is a replay system. So, a few seconds later, another goal. Now it is 2-2, and I feel good. I may also win this. We're getting close. Getting to the back line, and then we pass, and then do another pass, and then the goalie stops the ball, and now I lose the match. The most ineffectual scissor kick seen in any computer game. Pass, pass, go. And look at the time. The last quarter of a second of the match, the computer wins. And that was my look at the Kick-Off series. So I hope you enjoyed this video. See you again. Take care and bye bye.